Get to these picks and we out of here. Let's get to these NFL Week 4. Week 4 is here, people. Shit flying by like a motherfucker. Let's give y'all my quick record real quick. First week, 9-7 overall out of the 16 games. Gave out 6 locks, went 2-4, so it was a bad week. Week 2, I told y'all we did extremely horrible. We went 3-13, gave out 6 locks, went 1-5. We did horrible. Last week, 7-9, 6 locks, 3 right, 1 push, which was the Denver Broncos. It was the push. They lost by 3. We was getting 3, and 2 losses. Overall record, 19-29. As far as the locks, not from Yonkers, we 6-1-11. We're gonna try to do much better this week here. Here we go. Thursday night football, I had Arizona. Just thought they was at home. They could have possibly did something, and they lost. Marvin Harris Jr. had 2 interceptions, bad interceptions. Made up for it at the end of the game, but then the way the ball, the way they do the kickoff now, getting the ball at the 35, I think it was a penalty. They got the ball right there at the 40. Couple of plays in, field goal, game over as time expired. So I'm not really mad at that. Plus, I didn't have money on the game, but that was my lean, was the Arizona Cardinals. Anyway, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 games with the Monday Night Football game. Let's get right to it. First game up, we got the Minnesota Vikings. I think it's a London game. Yeah, 9:30 in the morning. It got to be a London game, even though they're saying they had Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh getting 2.5. I like Minnesota. I like Minnesota to win the cover. Aaron Rodgers don't really do well against the Vikings, even when he was in Green Bay playing in that division. A little older now. I'm not really gassed off Carson Wentz, but I think the Vikings defense and their ability to run the ball will be the difference in the game. So I like Minnesota. Next game, 1 o'clock, we got the Washington Commanders 2-1 at Atlanta 1-2. Atlanta -2.5. I like Atlanta. I think Carson Wentz will be still quarterbacking for the Washington Commanders. He did come in and look pretty good last week. Obviously he's backing up now, but he was a starter. Even was in the MVP race at one time in Philly. Atlanta at home, a lot of questionable, offensive line. Pence not really looking good. First full year as a starter now. First full year as a starter. Obviously, Kirk Cousins got hurt last year. Got a cannon for I just like Atlanta at home. I think what's the word, my God? I think Atlanta wins and I think Atlanta covers. Next game, Buffalo Bills at home. One of the few teams that's 3-0 going against an 0-3 team, and the New Orleans Saints. Who that? Who that said they're gonna beat them Saints? We ain't been saying that since Drew Brees. Fucking Saints ain't been good since Drew Brees. My chair's going down now. That's when you know a nigga been sitting in the chair for a long time. 15 points is a lot though, guys. I ain't gonna lie. But I can't take New Orleans. I'm not gonna bet on this game. The over and under is 48. Buffalo might put up 35 by themselves. They might put up 41. You know what I'm saying? I like Buffalo to win. I like them to cover. But I won't be surprised if they backdoor cover because I'm sure everybody is. I'm looking at CBS Sports app. That's why I look at when I'm just giving the picks. 66% minus the 15 and 96% money line. If you want to win $100, you got to bet $1,613 just to win $100. I think Buffalo wins. I think they cover. Next game, Cleveland. Cleveland rocks. Cleveland at Detroit Lions. Lions -10. Cleveland coming off that game, beating Green Bay. We had Cleveland as a strong pick last week. We didn't have them winning the game outright. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, but we had them with that 7.5. I knew that was boss. That was one of our wins last week. This week, getting 10 on the road at Detroit. Detroit coming off that big victory over the Baltimore Ravens, and it was a revenge game because the year prior, Baltimore stomped them out. I like Detroit. I like Detroit to win and cover. Cleveland defense, they got a good defense. Tuck, what's the word? But they don't travel well. They tend to play better defense at home than they do on the road. 10 is a lot. It is a lot, but Detroit, they're going to keep going for it. I think they starting to get into their groove. I think they're definitely going to win. 10 is a lot, but I think they will cover. Next game, Houston at home giving 7.5 to the Tennessee Titans. Both teams is 0-3. I'm going with the Tennessee Titans. There's no way in hell that I could take Houston. There's no way in hell I could take Houston minus 7.5. They might come out and blow them out. But I can't take Houston in good spirit giving somebody 7.5. You haven't won no games. Yeah, you should have beat Baker Mayfield last week, so they might play strong, but it's a division rival. I like Tennessee with that 7.5. Next game, Carolina Panthers at New England. New England giving 5.5. I like New England. I know Carolina coming off that 27-0 beat down over Atlanta Falcons. But New England at home, I think they get their second victory of the season. Next game, Giants at home getting 6.5 from the LA Chargers. LA Chargers is another team that's 3-0, looking pretty good. Giants will be starting the rookie quarterback. I think the Chargers defense get at him. I think it's a little too soon to bench Russ. I know he ain't been looking like nothing. I got the Chargers. I got the Chargers to win and cover. I think the Giants is just trash. I'm sorry. Next game should be a good one. We got the Philadelphia Eagles 3-0 at the Tampa Bay Bucks 3-0. Tampa Bay at home getting 3.5. Last 3 years, Tampa Bay been getting the best of the Bucks. Been getting the best of the Eagles, and even a few years even prior to that. Even when Andy Reid was, coaching the Eagles, the Bucks had their number. Baker Mayfield a little banged up, limited in practice this week. I like the Bucks. Both undefeated. They're going to fight like hell. I think it will be a close game. If the Eagles do win, I think it's by 3. So if you like Tampa Bay like I do, you should lock in with that 3.5 now. That's what I like. Next game, another good game. Indianapolis Colts on the road, 3-0 at the Rams. Rams 2-1. Rams giving 3.5. I think the Rams win. I think the Colts cover that 3.5. I think it's a close game. I think the Rams hard-fought game against the Eagles last week. Should have won in the field goal instead. Lost with a block, and then by the way, Philadelphia the Eagles covered. You know what I mean? I like Indianapolis to cover that 3.5. I think the Rams will win a close game. Next game, Jacksonville on the road at San Fran. San Fran giving 3.5. Killer Wolfpack, what's the word? We giving our NFL picks and then we out of here. Appreciate you for tuning in. Friday Night Live. Show almost over. Brock Purdy will be back. I like Jacksonville. I like Jacksonville with the 3.5. Not really gassed off Brock Purdy coming back. I think this is another game where it will be close. I think Jacksonville could win outright. I think they could win outright. So I'm going to take the 3.5 with me. Next game, this always is a good game, even though not really, because Lamar Jackson can't beat the Chiefs for whatever fucking reason. No matter what they do, who you call Ghostbusters, they just got their number. Baltimore 1-2, Kansas City. Baltimore 1-2, Kansas City 1-2. Kansas City underdogs at home, 2.5 underdogs. Getting their wide receiver back while they still underdogs kind of make you scratch your head a little bit like, oh, they should be favorite. until Baltimore beat them, I got to go with the Kansas City Chiefs. I know they just beat my Giants 22-9. It wasn't pretty. Derrick Henry, you fumbling at the most crucialest times of the game. Fumble against Buffalo. You fumbled last week against Detroit. Two great teams. Called great teams because Buffalo, they're a playoff team. They got the MVP from last year. Detroit Lions, great team last year. Had a lot of injuries. And that's why they lost in the playoffs, if you ask me. I like Dan Campbell. I like the culture. They're a rough, tough team. So I'll say they're a great team, right? A good team. And they both go into the playoffs. So there's no knocking that. But you just fumbling, bro. Supposed to be stiff arm Heisman, these niggas. These niggas is like little boy. And I'm being funny, right? Because I never want to get tackled or ran over. But I'm going with Kansas City. I don't think they should be underdogs. This might be fool's gold. Because it might be like they baiting us to take Kansas City at home. But I got to take Kansas City at home with that 2.5. I got you. Next game up, we got the Chicago Bears at the Las Vegas Raiders. Raiders -1.5. I like the Raiders at home. I'm not gassed off Chicago beating Dallas. Yeah, they look better. But Dallas, they're not going to be a good team this year, guys. I don't think they're going to be a good team. I know it's early. I know a lot of the defense take a little more time to catch up to the offense if you've been following football, even as a casual. Because in preseason, a lot of the players don't play. So it's only game 4, but this is like 4 preseason games. So we'll start to see the defense ramp it up. But I like the Las Vegas Raiders at home, -1.5. I think they get their victory. Sunday Night Football. Speaking of Dallas Cowboys, we got the Green Bay Packers at the Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? And Michael Parsons coming back to Jerry's world. Green Bay -7. I know it's going to be a revenge game. CeeDee Lamb is out. Dak, you lost to fucking Chicago. And they edge y'all out at home. I think Dallas was at Chicago last week. They was at Chicago. Tough game. Everybody is on the Packers. I can't take Dallas, though. I got to take Green Bay on the road. Michael Parsons, I think he come in, showed them this is what it is. You know what I mean? And I think Green Bay is the better team. They're going to rally behind them. I think they win in the blowout. Monday Night Football, nobody really excited about this. We got the New York Jets on the road at Miami, both 0-3 teams. Miami giving 2.5. I like the New York Jets. I think the defense just is a little better. So I'll give it to, we got two Monday Night Football games. I didn't realize that. I like the New York Jets. And then we got the Cincinnati Bengals at Denver Broncos. Broncos -7.5. I like the Denver Broncos win in the cover. Now, as we always do, let's get to the theme music before we get to the locks. Money line, my nigga Great Fire. Yeah. Rich Famous.
Great Fire.
When the chicken dinner, money long clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one popomism. Coupon gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the bad line in the air, throwing signals. When the chicken dinner, money long clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one popomism. Coupon gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the bad lines in the air, throwing signals.
Alright guys, here go the locks. Not from Yonkers, but the locks that get you and me. The winner, chicken dinners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, here go the locks. We going with the early game in London or wherever it's at. Minnesota Vikings. We going with Tennessee. We going with New England. We going with Tampa Bay. We going with the Indianapolis Colts. We going with the Las Vegas Raiders. Once again, we going with Minnesota, Tennessee, New England, Tampa Bay, Indianapolis, and the Las Vegas Raiders. $100 on that, 48.41. Let me know who you like. Let me know who you taking. Let me know where you think I'm bugging out at. But y'all know who it is. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. Popovich TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here. One more again. Yeah, kid.